Hello, so we have the function f of x equals ln x over x. We find the maximum point. So first let's find f prime of x. Okay, so we have to apply the product rule as ln x over x, well that's just equal to ln x multiplied by x to the negative 1. Okay, so let's start with finding the derivative of ln x. We know that's 1 over x. Okay, and then we can just keep x to the negative 1 plus ln x. So we're not doing the derivative of this one. Now we have to do the derivative of x to the negative 1, which is negative x to the negative 2. Okay, so now we know what f prime of x is. We can clean this up a bit, so we can do x to the power of negative 2 plus, not plus, minus, because there's a minus there, minus x to the power of negative 2, then ln x. Okay, now we have to equate this to 0. Okay, so f prime of x equals 0, therefore, I don't use it, therefore, x to the negative 2 minus x to the negative 2 ln x equals 0. Okay, now we can factor out x to the negative 2, so it's going to be 1 minus ln x equals 0. Now we can apply the zero product rule, therefore x to the negative 2 equals 0, or 1 minus ln x equals 0. Okay, I'm going to erase all this now. Okay, so we know that that's a kind of bad drawing, but x to the negative 2 equals y, that's what it looks like. As we can see, there's no point where y equals 0. Y does not equal 0, so this is impossible. So therefore, all our solutions are going to come out of the other one. 1 minus ln x equals 0. Okay, ln x minus ln x equals minus 1. Ln x equals 1. Okay, now we know that ln x, let's just log e x1. And we know that we can just do e to the 1 is equal to x. We're just transforming this back into an exponent. Therefore, x equals e. Okay, so we know a stationary point. A stationary point is at x equals e. Okay. Okay, now we have to confirm that it's not a minimum point, that's a maximum point. So I'm going to actually take the second derivative. So I believe our first derivative was, if I wasn't mistaken, it was something like this. Okay, now we can do f prime of x, or double prime of x. Okay, let's apply that with the product rule. Okay, so let's first find the derivative of x to the negative 2. We know that x to the negative 2, well, that's just minus 2 x to the negative 3. Okay, now we just keep this one as the same. Now we keep that one as the same. Now we find the derivative of the second thing. Okay, so, let's just look at this as this. Minus ln x plus 1. Okay, so we know that that will become 1 over, minus 1 over x. And the 1 just does not account for anything. Okay, so now let's simplify this a bit to see if this is less than 0. As we know, when we have a maximum, so first of all, the first derivative is going to equal 0. So f prime of x is going to equal to 0. And f double prime of x, the rate in which the slope changes, that's going to be negative. So this is going to be less than 0. Okay, so we're looking for less than 0 here. So first, let's just simplify this a bit. So we have minus 2x to the negative 3 minus 1 minus ln x. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're actually, so we know that this point right here is e, or the point in question is e. So f prime of e is 0. Now we have to see if f double prime of e is less than 0. So let's input e, so f double prime of e. Okay, so now that equals, okay, so equals, we know that would equal minus 2e to the negative 3, or 1 minus ln e. Okay, so what we have to notice here is this is ln e. We know ln e, well, that's equal to 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. This whole thing will equal 0. Okay, so this first part here, that's equal to 0. Okay, so plus, well, e to the negative 2 multiplied by, actually, yeah, I'm not going to use that as multiplication, multiplied by minus 1 over e. Okay, and now we know that e to the negative 2, that's positive. That's going to be 1 over, it's going to be a fraction, is what I'm trying to say. And then negative 1 over e, that's going to be a negative number. That is a negative number. And we know that a 0 plus something that's negative, that's going to be negative. That's negative. So therefore, f double prime of e is less than 0, and therefore, therefore, x equals e is a maximum. Okay, and that's how you find the maximum point of ln x over x. Thank you.